So, emulation. It's a good thing, right? Yes, I agree it is. Some of you differ on your opinions on emulation, and I'm not here today in this waffle to talk about original hardware versus emulation. I think they both have their place. I've said it before many times. I will stand by that. I do enjoy emulation to experience games that I can't afford, but I do prefer to play the game on original hardware, and if possible capture from the original hardware. And the reason isn't because of, I suppose, availability. I suppose the reason, I'm getting to the point here that I had a conversation the other day on Facebook, kind of raised the question, where I discovered that, I knew this anyway, but it was confirmed to me as I was playing my Mega Drive, that I seem to perform better, play the game better, play the game more, easier to play the game. Oh God, get me words. See, I want to say the words, but this brain cannot connect with this thing to make the words come out in, you know, an order where you'd understand my viewership. I play games better on the original hardware, it seems. Now, I'm trying to pinpoint why this is. Obviously the original games, they're designed to run on the original hardware, so they would naturally run better. But there's a few arguments against this as well. For instance, someone mentioned that the Wii, it's not technically retro, I don't really consider the Wii part of this, but as an example this person gave, was that on played through Dolphin emulation, it can be upscaled to HD, you can run at a higher frame rate, bloody blah, and look fantastic. For instance, Smash Brothers or Mario Kart Wii or something like that, and that's fine. But I'm not really talking about the appearance of the game. I mean, appearance-wise, say for the Mega Drive, in this example on a CRT television, going through composite, tomato, potato, looks great anyway. It doesn't look fantastic on a flat screen, not designed for that, but it's fine on a CRT. And yes, you get a sharper image. Obviously, it's very, very sharp when you play through a Sega emulator, but for some reason it doesn't feel as good. And it doesn't, for me personally, I don't play the game as well as I should. And it's a strange thing, and I don't know why. I do think it's a big thing to do with the controller. I don't know if you know, but most of my emulation stuff, I use this, which is a very cheap, very pretty battered now USB rip-off of a DualShock. Now, for most reasons it works well. The analog sticks work well, buttons work well, shoulders, it's fine. It's cheap and cheerful and does the job. But I really should look into getting, say, a USB SNES controller or a USB Mega Drive controller, if there is such a thing out there. I've never actually had a look, so correct me if I'm wrong. You probably will. But when I was sitting there playing the Mega Drive using the original 3-button controller, it just felt better. It felt like I could interact with the game better, connect with the game better. The game in question, the couple of games in question were Streets of Rage 1 and 2 and Virtua Racing. And I just, after a while of playing Virtua Racing, I found I was just much quicker with the controls. It felt tighter, it felt better, felt more like I was interactive into the game, other than emulation on this. Is it a psychological thing that, you know, you're playing the original cartridge on the original hardware? Is it sort of funny thing going on there, and this isn't that? This is the PC pretending to be something? Could be. And like I say, don't get me wrong, I'm not slating emulation at all. I love emulation, I really do. And I think this is probably the reason why flash carts, like the EverDrive cartridges, are probably very, very popular for this very reason. People would want the availability of the game, but they don't find that playing it on a PC or via, say, a chipped console like an Xbox feels the same. doesn't give them the same experience, and I think that's why they want a flash card to put it into Mega Drive, and it feels the same, because it's may not be the actual real cartridge, but it's the same game playing through the original system, and it just feels to that person better, and it sort of gives you a nostalgia hit. Of course, it's a big part of it. I think playing old games, a lot of it is about nostalgia. Most of us retro gamers out there, nostalgia is the biggest thing, to relive old games that we really enjoy and really like. And I think that's probably a big part of it, and that's why I'm just better at playing these games on the original system than emulation. I'd like to know what you think about this. Don't get me wrong, like I've said, this is not the age-old argument of emulation versus original hardware. I'm not having that row, I'm not even debating that. I think there's plenty of room for both. Personally, I would love to have the room and money to have stacks of original consoles up there, but I don't. I don't have them funds, I don't have the storage space, certainly don't have the time to organise it and all this kind of stuff, so emulation is very convenient for that kind of thing. And it is great, obviously, for capturing too. But when I'm playing a game I really enjoy, I do prefer hardware, because the original hardware, because I feel like I gel with the game better and I can play with it better. It doesn't really make sense, I don't know really why, because the game is the same. Control system is not quite the same because you are using a controller, but I suppose it is what it is, and I just thought I'd throw that out there to you and see what you think. What your experience is. Don't argue. Do not get down there in there and argue. Say emulation is the best or original hardware is the best. This is not about that. This is about what you think. You feel you play the game better on emulation or original hardware. Hopefully, most of you say original hardware, because that's what we mostly grew up on. Anyway, that was that. Speaking of original hardware, just a few quick pickups at the end of this video. This may be my last one before Christmas. Yeah, I think it will be. So let me put the hat on. Yes, this is yeah. When this disappears, get rid of it. Picked these up recently from a Amstrad group on Facebook, so I just boshed through them very quickly. Got one of the 12-pack. Well, you've seen me play this. Amsoft fruit machine, absolutely wonderful one. All these are in really wonderful condition. Ooh, musty. It's nice and musty. It looks like, I always look out for tapes that don't look like they've been played much extensively, and that is in A1 condition. I've also got a Kix, hey, LKIXX Summer Games, another one of the Epic series, isn't it? So like Epic's World of Sports on the GX, or California Games, Sega's version of it on the Master System, and so on and so forth. Summer Games. I don't think I've played this one. Let's say multi-event sports thing. We'll give it a go soon as. Yes, Super Robin Hood. I love the way they say at the bottom there. Features voice synthesis. In other words, people talking through the AY chip. That sounded like a Donald Duck with the flu, but you know what I mean. You get the gist. Like it says at the beginning of Treasure Island Dizzy. Welcome to Treasure Island Dizzy. Without the bad cartoon character references. Anyway, Codemasters. Very Roland on the ropes here on the back. I think I played this once vaguely, but more importantly, fantastic condition. What did I pay for all this lot? I think I paid £1 each for all these. So yeah, £7. That was obviously a bit of postage as well. This is yes, Pac-Man clone, obviously. Munch it. Munch it. Cookie. What is he munching on that? Is he throwing up on there? He's just flobbing up, isn't he? Munch it. But they appear to be eating blobs of clouds with legs, and well, they don't look happy anyway. But anyway, he's also got very bad acne. This Pac-Man cloney man. DNA cloning of characters. Very basic this. Apparently this came from the Dixon's 4-pack. So I don't know whether this is supposed to be on its own. Probably not, but I thought that'd be interesting. Batman clone's always fun to have a go. And, oh, still got the original price tag on it. Budget title, The Hit Squad, Sega Classic, Wonder Boy, on the CPC. Oh yes, Hit Squad. The familiar Hit Squad font face there. Font face? Typeface? Font style? Yeah. This has been used more than the others, I can tell. But hopefully when I get around to finally testing all these, it will load and yeah. It's a game of Wonder Boy. It's interesting to play it on the Amstrad. So look, original price tag of $3.99. Bargain. Finally, I think this was finally. You might have seen. I've said this before. I know I have, but you might have seen a couple of weeks ago. I posted a video of doing a wild pickup in St Albans, and I did pass this up initially. I decided not to buy it, but a couple of days later I went back to the shop and I thought, fuck it, I'll get it. And that's Mega Games 3 on the Mega Drive with Alien Storm, Super Thunderblade and Super Monaco GP. Now, I already have an original version of Super Monaco GP, but it didn't have any instructions. And no Alien Storm, but I didn't have Alien Storm, and I didn't have Super Thunderblade. So I thought, I'll get it for them too anyway. I remember Alien Storm in the arcade, and I really did enjoy it. Really good condition, box is solid, Mega Drive box. Always, you know, like bulletproof, made of Kevlar. Cartridge is in excellent condition, doesn't move around. Label is in excellent. I mean, that label is really good actually. Wow. Yeah, that label is in really good condition. Unfortunately, it was missing the Super Thunderblade instructions. It's got the Alien Storm instructions. It did have the Super Monaco GP instructions, but I put them in the other box now. Put them in the Super Monaco GP box, but it didn't have the Super Thunderblade instructions, which is a pity. But I thought, pretty good. Pretty good. There was Mega Games 2 there as well, but I didn't get that because I've got Mega Games 6 upstairs, which has got, I think, all the games from Mega Games 1 and Mega Games 2 on it, in 6 in 1. So I thought, well, no point in getting that, is there, when I've already got it. So yeah, great pick up that for New English. So definitely. Anyway, that's probably the last pocket pickups I've got for this year. Next one will be my Christmas gifts. Hopefully I'll get some Wii U games, hopefully. Pretty good. But yeah, let me know on your thoughts about playing on original consoles versus emulation. It's something that I was, yeah, good conversation about. So, something I thought about. But, anyway, this is what I said, my last video before Christmas. So, happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, happy Christmas. Yeah. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Bug wishes you a Merry Christmas. The syllables don't fit that, and I'm gonna fuck this up. That was, I don't know, where did that come from? No idea. Luigi, where did that come from? R2? No. I'm rambling now. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year. See you in 2015? Maybe? Probably do another video before then. But anyway, if I don't, see you later. Thank you for watching my channel. As always, Novabug loves you. And now Novabug is out.